This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in Hanover County. Today we're going to take a look at a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath home. This home is located here in a nice quiet subdivision. We actually have a really nice mix of 1-story, 2-story, brick, vinyl, really nice diversity here in this block. Our subject property today is just over half an acre. So we've got a nice private lot. And you may see some yellow tape there in the driveway. Unfortunately, some of my viewers always think the worst. This is not a crime scene. This is simply seal coating that was undertaken just a few days ago. So they're trying to preserve the work that was completed. A few things I love about this home. One is we have a 4-car detached garage. And number 2, this is perfect for a multi-generational family, and we'll of course see that once we go inside. One of the things we are currently experiencing is a government shutdown, and some people may be wondering, how exactly does that affect real estate? And that's a great question. We actually don't have much of an impact, with few exceptions. Number 1 is the government doesn't actually do financing. People hear FHA, VA, and they think that the government is actually financing homes. That's not true. They are insuring loans. The exception to that is for for USDA. A lot of alphabet soup going on in real estate. The Department of Agriculture, USDA, finances homes that are in rural areas. Fortunately, that's not a huge percentage of the homes that we do here in Central Virginia. And those individuals that do qualify typically will have other financing options. And it's not that those loans necessarily stop, it's just that they may be delayed. The other exception is if tax transcripts or other information from the government is necessary. Sometimes there's a slowdown when there is a government shutdown, but that does not cease altogether. So the answer to that question is it may delay some buyers, but in general, it's business as usual. Okay, you can see we've got this nice big 4-car detached garage. I love the fact that we have nice tall ceilings. There are 2 openers here in this space, and we also have a loft area. So if you need additional storage, this is absolutely key. Here on the 2nd level, you can see we've got plenty of open space for your storage needs. We also have a breaker box here. This is important. Depending on your usage for this space, nice to have adequate electrical service. Back here, we of course have plugs and switches naturally for our lights. Love the fact here in the rear, we've got a nice area for parking. We have a deck and a screened deck as well. So you've got options back here, depending if you like your outdoors with or without mosquitoes. We are nice and private here in the rear. There's actually a dog kennel there in the distance. And this home does feature a new roof and new windows. So you should be nice and efficient here in this property. One of the other things that is going on in today's market is we still have grant money that's plentiful. We've got a number of programs for first-time buyers, including 100% financing. I recently put a property on the market, and that was one of my main messages with that listing, is that 100% financing was available. And believe it or not, I had a number of agents call and say, Max, what's that about? What's that 100% financing about? And so I assumed that all agents kind of knew about these programs, but not necessarily. Financing programs are not something that we are trained on. When licensure occurs, they give us enough information to stay out of trouble, but most of the learning for an agent actually comes by way of experience. So I am having inexperienced agents call and ask. I say that to share that if you are buying, don't just assume that you are going to automatically get good information, particularly as a first-time buyer, automatically. This information is often not widely publicized, and the only way you get it, in many cases, is if you ask about it. So I make it a point to definitely let all of my buyers know and put them in touch with the best lending professionals here locally so that they can take advantage of these special programs. Okay, as we come in, we have a traditional floor plan. To the left is our family room, hallway going to the rear, of course our steps going up, and we have a more formal space here to the right. We're going to start over here to the right. This space features crown molding. Now the beautiful refinished wood floors are going to be here throughout this beautiful home. One of the benefits of a home built in the 70s is that these wood floors are very common. Today, if you were to build this home, going through and doing wood in every room would be very expensive. So one of the benefits of older construction, in addition, these traditional floor plans, we don't see them as much now. So if you are a fan of individual rooms and not necessarily just a wide open concept, older homes, especially renovated older homes, may be a great option because we often, of course, have newer systems. This home smells like a new home, and of course, it shows beautifully. Okay, we are now in our kitchen and our eat-in area, which is directly ahead. Love the fact that we have all of these cabinets here. We've got extensive cabinetry there on that wall. In addition, we actually have a pantry as well. It is appropriately labeled as such, so you've got plenty of space for your food storage. Oh, this is unique. This is I think that's a laundry chute. Usually when we see something like that, it's a laundry chute, but you never know. People sometimes come in and do some really neat things. Okay, the other side of our kitchen, nice 42-inch cabinets. This is going to be black stainless. This is a unique finish, one of the newer finishes that we see today in modern appliances. I love the way it looks, and I have a feeling that it's much better than traditional stainless when it comes to fingerprints. One of the other unique things is this material here on the sink. This is some type of coating, and it is not a solid surface, but if you notice here on the lip, the surface goes all the way. There are no cracks there. So it is a seamless look, just a very nice, clean look here on this countertop. We also have a beveled edge on the counter as well. So really unique. We have a ceramic tile backsplash that's also in place. And of course, all the appliances do convey. Okay, as we spin around, that of course is our hallway going back down. We're going to actually take a quick peek here to the left. This is going to be a coat closet. Of course, we're convenient to the front door. And here to the right, we have an additional complement of cabinets. Now, this would be perfect if you were entertaining and you had a little section here with adult beverages. You could put them right here and make that a really convenient space. Hook up right there for our fridge. That's going to be the water line that connects to the ice maker. And then to the right, we have our double doors going out to the screened and unscreened portions of the deck. Now, if you were going to put a table here, this would be an ideal spot right here in the middle of the floor. This is also wide enough if you wanted to do a portable island. You could do that in this kitchen with no problem. All right, it is so nice back here because we are screened. We've got plenty of shade. You can see they have it staged with the furniture. So there's a lot of space here in this area. And then, of course, you have the regular deck. They've got some seating that's built in. Our double doors down there are going to lead us to a first floor primary. So we've got a really nice looking floor plan here that I think you will love as well. All right, as we come back in, this is our family room. We have gas log fireplace, dental molding there, as well as the chair rail. Once again, those beautifully refinished floors. So this is a second space here on the first floor that you could congregate if you were having guests. And we have a powder room. Now, this is a large powder room. On the floor here, this is going to be a plank tile type material. And then our laundry here to the right. So we've got enough space. You could do front load, side by side with no problem. going to take you now into our first floor primary, and this is gorgeous. I love the fact that you can go right out there onto the deck from this space. Look at all the windows here. You got plenty of natural light that's going to flow in. That's a queen size bed. We've got plenty of additional space here. This could easily be another family room if someone did not need this as a bedroom because you've got so much space here. So a lot of flexibility here in this floor plan. This carpet appears to be brand new. We've got a closet right here. And now I'm going to take you into our ensuite, which is directly ahead. It's got its own window right there. So you can actually sit down. If you see behind me, we technically would have a seat with a view. And not sure I would advise that, to have the window wide open, but however, I think you get my point. We also have a shower right there. And to the right, this is going to be a utility closet. That's a heat pump. We've got some additional storage in place. And then to the left is our electric water heater. So really neat space there. This is a device here. Some of my more senior members will actually see what that is. There's a cover that's missing. But if you are 30 or younger, you probably have no idea what that thing is. All right, let's go back out and see what else we have in store here in this beautiful home. I'm gonna walk back through. One of the great things right about now is that in the next few weeks, a lot of buyers are gonna shift their focus away from the home buying process and towards the holidays, towards Thanksgiving, and of course, other holidays. If you are thinking about buying, this is actually a very good time when everyone else is thinking about turkey and other festivities. There are fewer buyers in the market, and fewer buyers means potentially a better experience, because now you're not going up against as many people if there is a multiple offer scenario. And we still, believe it or not, are seeing multiple offer scenarios. Just had one a few weeks ago on one of my listings. The other thing I love about this particular home is all of our bedrooms are large. There are no tiny 10 by 10 bedrooms. You could actually get a king size bed in every one of these bedrooms. And that's hard to do in this area and in today's market, particularly in this price range. We don't see that very often. This one, of course, is the upstairs primary, and it has its own ensuite. Nicely done tile shower here. Beautiful marble topped vanity. And of course, we have that ceramic plank that I mentioned earlier here on the floor. Now, this home has baseboard heat. However, that was the original heat source. There is central heat and air in this home now. So electric baseboard would be great. Let's say you have an 80-year-old relative and their preferred temperature for their room is also 80 degrees. This would be great for them because they can crank up that heat right there on the baseboard without making everyone else live in a sauna, so that everyone else can live in perfect harmony. All right, bedroom number 3. Good sized bedroom here. We also have these LED lights, which are nice and bright in most of our bedrooms as well. As we come out, have a linen closet right here. Now, when they went in with central heat and air, this is not uncommon. They actually put this in. This is called a line set. And we have an outdoor unit from our HVAC system that's going to, in this case, is going up into the ceiling. And we have a second unit up there. So that's why you see those pipes and wires. Of course, our hall bath looks really nice. To the right here, this is going to be double doors, plenty of linen storage. And then we have our water closet back here with a window and a tub shower enclosure. Now, this is no regular tub. This is a jetted tub that is extra deep. So if you have sore muscles or a long day at work, there is nothing better than coming in and jumping into that nice hot jetted tub. All right, one other feature that this one has is our whole house fan. We see those in older homes, but it basically creates a suction in the home when it's turned on and creates a nice breeze throughout. You open the windows and therefore you don't necessarily have to run the AC all the time. Nice energy saving tool there. This is another really good sized bedroom. And of course there's fresh paint here throughout this home in addition to the replacement windows. Another closet right here at the top of the stairs, and then this is going to be bedroom number 5. So really good layout here in this home for multi-generational family. Everyone would have a really nice sized bedroom. Downstairs, anyone that had mobility issues or just simply didn't want to deal with stairs would be able to have their space as well. Wow, what a good looking home. This is a great price point for a home this size, this condition, on over half an acre with a 4-car detached garage. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the absolute best homes on the market, a great variety all over Central Virginia. If you have questions about this or any other home in the market, my name is Max Williams. It'd be an honor for me to help. I can be reached on Facebook under Richmond Area Foreclosures, on YouTube under my name, Max Williams Realtor. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks so much for taking the tour. Y'all be safe. Have a great day.